What up? What up? What up? Welcome back. Welcome back to Blues House. I'm your host, Bluminati. You know I got the homie Kobe with me. What's up, Kobe?
What's going on, everybody?
Yeah, man. Yeah. What has been? We had 2 days off. We didn't do what, Thursday and Friday.
Of course, yeah, we did. We missed Thursday and Friday. Yes,
Thursday and Friday. But we're gonna give y'all the business today. Black Widow review. Talk a little bit about it. Go into it. See if anybody liked it, who didn't like it. Go into the comments, into the chat. Let us know how you felt about the movie. If you already seen it, this will be spoilers on this review. So if you haven't seen it, you might want to step out. XR, what's up, man? XR, I know XR was missing us the past 2 days.
No doubt.
He had nobody there.
I know he was ready for this too.
Yeah, I know. Hey, look, man. XR, we're finna get into it, man. I might owe you an apology, my guy. Might owe you an apology, man.
No
but
doubt.
Yeah, Black Widow. And before I, shit, I'm tripping. I ain't even got my banner up.
Right.
If you want to support the channel, you can go to the Cash App. There's $Bluminati, BLUMINATI, or you can go to www.buymeacoffee.com/blueshouse. Also, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so we can get this thing popping and get it growing real big. All right, so with that out of the way, let's talk about Black Widow.
I have it on high.
Oops. Talk about this Black Widow, man. I'm gonna tell you right now, I enjoyed the movie, man. I enjoyed the movie. There were some disappointing things, but for the most part, I enjoyed the movie. I guess for me, the most disappointing part was it felt like it was just a little too late for the most part for me. I don't know if anybody else feels that way. But it just felt like it was too little too late. Didn't really. It was a good, like I said, it was a good movie, but it didn't do nothing necessarily for me. There wasn't a big reveal like, oh, we needed this movie to keep the MCU going forward. Yeah, I really, that's just really how I feel. I mean, the characters, I enjoyed the story. I even enjoyed Taskmaster. I know a lot of people didn't like Taskmaster. But I enjoyed that little twist. XR, I am gonna give you an apology, man. You did say that Taskmaster was underwhelming. I wouldn't say underwhelming, but the twist, the female twist, I'm actually cool with, but I get why people would be mad because it's not what is his name? Tony Masters. And it's a whole different, it's Dragoff's daughter or whatever like that. So it's a whole different twist, whole different ball game when it comes to it. But I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed Red Guardian. I think Red Guardian and Yelena, I think they're the ones for me who really pushed it forward. You know what I'm saying? Kobe, you still there? Wait on.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, like for me, Yelena and Red Guardian is really the I'm sorry, Yelena Belova was the ones for me. I enjoyed that start. And I know because Kobe didn't see it. You didn't see it, right, Kobe?
Nope.
All right. So what I'm gonna do is, how can we do this? I guess I'm gonna have you ask me some questions on how, what I'm saying, because I know you saw the spoilers and you've been on YouTube and everything like that. Ask me some questions as far as how do you, what I'm saying, or let me just ask you, how do you feel about, what I'm saying, the things that you read about or seen on the YouTubes and stuff like that?
I like I said, I I've heard a lot of different perspective
Mhm.
on it, and like I said, I'm kind of interested to see and craft my own perspective, but I also can understand these complaints about the film.
Right.
But just I feel like they're valid complaints to a certain degree.
Oh no, the complaints are valid. They're 100% valid. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I enjoyed the twist. They changed Yelena. They changed her backstory. I just think the movie's just too little, too late. Like I said, remember what I said before you changed my mind. I was like, why are they even giving us this movie?
I understand. I remember.
Right, and now I'm kind of reverting back to that. Like, why give us this movie?
Why so late?
Yeah, why so late? Because for me, it didn't push anything forward.
Mm-mm.
It didn't.
Filler.
Right, it was just a filler movie. This was something that could have been done in the Disney Plus series or something like that. That's what it.
Right.
That's matter of fact. That's what it reminded me of. A Disney Plus series is what it reminded me of.
As a feature length film.
As a feature length film. That's exactly what it was. But like I said, I enjoyed the movie. It wasn't a bad movie. I'd probably give it a 7. Everybody said, "Oh, this is one of the best movies since Winter Soldier," and I don't know if I agree with that because Winter Soldier had other implications going forward. But the pandemic, I guess it's a casualty of the pandemic also, because I don't know how I would have felt if it would have came out when it was supposed to come out and there was no pandemic going on and this was actually ushering in phase 4 the correct way. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it would have been a different story. I don't know, but the way I'm feeling right now is good, solid movie. Like I said, I'm gonna give it a 7 because it's a solid film. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna just keep harking on this. We didn't get anything major to push the story for. Okay, in the end credit scene, we get Yelena being approached by what's her name?
Val,
yeah, Valentina, right? To go after Hawkeye. What? Like, that doesn't even make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, because she showed up, was like, "Oh, let's go after I got a job for you, and you can go after the person who's responsible for the death of your sister."
Right.
And I'm like, what?
Why? Yeah.
Why? Like, what are you talking? And my thing is, how would Valentina know? She wasn't even, you know what I'm saying? She wasn't on Vormir.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, was that written? Did Hawkeye write that down? You know what I'm saying? Did was there a briefing and they was like, "Oh, what happened to Natasha?" "Oh, well, me and Natasha fought it out to see who were going to kill ourselves." And was that put in the report? You know what I'm saying?
Right. Was that in the debrief? Right.
Like, that don't even make sense. You know what I'm saying? But either way, XR's going in on the stuff. But nah, I mean, like I said, I enjoyed the movie. If you're not familiar with Taskmaster, you probably wouldn't even care about the twist. I don't think it was necessarily a feminist agenda. I'm pretty sure XR is going to say something about having a feminist agenda. I just think it was a female-led movie. Why not, you know what I'm saying, have a female bad guy, right?
I guess that's true.
Because I mean, we always get, if we do get a female movie, it's always a male bad guy, and then we can look at it like, oh, here we go. We got to show how powerful women are beating up on the dude. So to me, this time, even though it was still a male bad guy, so to speak, the direct bad,
right,
the direct bad guy was actually a female, right? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I didn't mind that. I understand that. Because then it would have been, okay, look at this dude beating up on these girls. You know what I'm saying? Because it can be skewed any kind of way. It could be skewed any kind of way. I'd rather it be skewed this way.
Okay.
I'd rather it be skewed female on female. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I think what they should have hinted on was Black Widows being super soldiers. Not necessarily in the way that Steve Rogers and Red Guardian are, but
Right.
some type of, you know what I'm saying? Because it was some things that she did, and you know what I'm saying? Like, oh,
That's
how
one
the,
of the complaints that I've heard is it
yeah,
was unrealistic for her with no
right.
superpowers.
But
Right.
no super, you know what I'm saying? I get super, you know, trained peak level, this, that, and the third, but
You don't
no,
fall from like hundreds of feet.
man, look. Fast and Furious, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
I was like, come on, man, just because it would have been easy. Red Room, it was even kind of hinting on it. I thought that they was gonna actually say that the Red Guardian fathered, you know what I'm saying, Natasha
Right.
and Yelena. Then I was like, oh, okay, so maybe they got a little bit of super soldier in them. You know what I'm saying? That to me would have been okay, that explains it. These two, but and then they even hinted on it again. Because what was her name? Melina?
Mm-hmm.
She was like, you know, you wasn't necessarily thrown away, because Natasha was like, what happened to my real parents? And she was like, you wasn't thrown away, you was bargained for. You know what I'm saying? They came at you because of your genetic makeup to fit, you know what I'm saying,
Mm-hmm.
being in the Red Room to become a widow or whatever. And I thought that they was gonna expand on that a little bit more, and maybe, you know what I'm saying, say something, you know what I'm saying, like,
Yeah. Push the narrative.
yeah, push the net. Like, what does that mean, genetic makeup? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
what? Okay, keep going. Genetic makeup. How? What is? You know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
but nope, didn't do that. The Ursa Major big letdown.
Oh yeah.
Big.
Completely.
You know what I'm
nothing.
saying?
Yeah.
Just a big letdown. With Ursa Major, big. I you know, and who knows? Who knows? Maybe they'll circle around, bring them back. You know what I'm saying? But nah, like, they should have gave me something with that. Why even? Because I'm like, why even add him?
Right.
Why add him?
There's no point.
You could have added, if they wanted to add somebody else from out of the Winter Guard, they could have just added somebody regular. You know what I'm saying? Not Ursa, who was a mutant. And you know everybody gonna be like, oh shit, Ursa, mutants. But
Yep.
nope, regular guy, just and then he even said, oh, the big bear. Like, come on, man. Why y'all playing like this?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why y'all playing?
Y'all screwing yourselves.
Why y'all playing, man? I don't know. I give it, like I said, enjoyable movie. I enjoyed it. Oh, Budapest or Budapest, right? They should have gave us that. They could have gave us 10 minutes worth of Budapest. You know what I'm saying? Her and Clint doing some Budapest work. You know what I'm saying? To me, that should have been the opening was dope with them in the Red Room and them explaining all that. But I think a Budapest beginning scene, you know what I'm saying, 5 to 10 minutes worth of them putting in work in Budapest and find, you know what I'm saying, and they could have ended it on a cliffhanger to where we still didn't get a clear understanding of what, because we still don't know what Budapest is. We still, you know what I'm saying, but they could have gave us some of that and then just cut it off with her like waking up, you know what I'm saying, and we still don't know what the hell Budapest is. That would at least been better. So then, you know what I'm saying, that could have been like the running gag mystery type situation.
I understand.
But no, they ain't even do that. Didn't even do that, man. It's the more I'm getting into it, I kind of want to lower the score, man. And I don't want to do that because I did enjoy the movie. I like what's her name? The older, I forgot her name as an actress. Shit, what is her name? Rachel Weisz. I enjoyed her. I think because, you know what I'm saying, I just like her anyway. I think she's dope. You know what I'm saying? I enjoyed Florence Pugh did steal the show. I think she did steal the show, and I can see why. To continue on with her makes sense, you know what I'm saying? Because she, I mean, like everything she did, she made it fun. You know what I'm saying? It was like two opposites. Like Natasha was like all business, you know what I'm saying? And she was more happy-go-lucky, you know what I'm saying? If I die, I die type situation. You know what I'm saying? So I thought that was dope. even how they developed what it was like a gas that would wake them up out of the mind control that they had. I thought that was a nice touch.
That. Right.
Yeah. I thought that was a nice touch. But it really didn't explain. I guess they were getting drugged, but do the drugs wear off? You know what I'm saying? Or because they said it was like the drug chemically rewrote their brain or something. So does the gas? You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess. I mean, I ain't the biggest scientist in the world, but
it's got to have some kind of cause.
Right?
Cause
you know what I'm saying?
We know that.
Like, drugs don't stay in your system like 100%. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Everybody wouldn't. I don't know. You know, Taskmaster. I thought. You know what? I think the reveal. They shouldn't even have revealed who Taskmaster was. Now that I think about it, Taskmaster. They should have made Taskmaster this scary mercenary. When he shows up, shit's about to go down. We don't know who's behind the mask. You know what I'm saying? Like all of that. That they shouldn't even have gave us especially since they kept him going or her going. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
With Taskmaster not being killed, which was dope. Okay, we finally got a villain that y'all didn't kill, kind of like Ghost, right? Didn't kill, but you revealed who he or she was. Right. Now imagine this could have been their Darth Vader right here. This could have been their Darth Vader. You know what I'm saying? Mystery person. You know what I'm saying? Huge in stature, armored up. Don't know the face, just a mysterious kid. Good in every weapon, all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a scary opponent.
Of course.
And she even did some things that were super soldierish. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like it was a lot of super soldierish things going on, even though the only one confirmed to be a super soldier was Red Guardian.
Red Guardian, right. So what was the reason for all of that?
Yeah. Give us shit, make everybody super soldier.
And they didn't hark on it at all.
Right. Because to me, it seems like going forward, everything, well, you know what I'm saying, especially since Black Widow plays into Falcon and the Winter Soldier, we got Valentina, we got John Walker, and everything was predicated around super soldier serums and stuff like that. Play on it.
Yeah, use it. Why not?
Use it. It's not gonna hurt anything. You can have 1 million super soldiers running around, which you do in Marvel anyway. And the whole thing about Captain America is he's the ultimate super soldier, and everybody else is second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, 10th tier.
Right. He is the number one. Right.
He's perfect in his super soldier serum situation.
Right.
Everybody else
is trying to replicate him.
Right. So give us that. Give us Red Guardian. Give us Black Widows being, having something that supposed to boost it, and it could be just boosting their adrenaline or something like that, helping their neurons fire faster in their brain. It doesn't have to be exactly what Steve Rogers is when it comes to being a super soldier, right?
I understand.
So even taking away like pain receptors, think about the things you can do if you didn't know that you were getting hurt doing those things.
Right.
Your body will be able to do a lot of stuff.
Exactly. Just overall wellness. You would live longer. You would just all of that. You know what I'm saying? It's heightened senses. All of that comes with this. It's all of the best human superpowers rolled into one.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. Like you can play with super soldiers to the, like you said, heightened senses, right?
Yeah.
Okay. They're not super strong. They can't run fast, but guess what? Super trackers can see, can smell, hear. You know, their taste is elevated, stuff like that. I like what they did with the pheromones, right? I thought that was kind of stupid and dope at the same time, right? Okay. To where pheromones stop the person from actually committing violence upon another person makes no sense. But if it was pheromones to where it made them rabid or made them go crazy, because pheromones don't stop you from, you know what I'm saying? What pheromone makes your brain cut? I've never seen a smell make your brain cut anything off, right? Or stop you from doing it. I don't know. That just didn't make sense. But the concept behind it made sense.
Right. I understand.
Like
it messes with your neuroconnectors, things like that. I got you.
Right. But because she was trying to hit the dude, he was like, "Oh, you can't do it, you can't shoot me, you can't do this." But so it was crazy. She got to the point to where she can point the gun, she just couldn't squeeze the trigger.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To me, if the pheromones is in the room, then you can't do nothing.
You can't even think about going.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If it's shutting off motor functions, it's not just the impulse to kill. Like, because I already have that. Once I pull the gun, I already got the impulse to kill.
Of course.
Or when I pull the knife out and I'm about to stab you, I don't come inches within. Even though I know that's just for, you know,
to drive the plot. Yeah.
To drive the plot and everything. But just some things that they could have. I just like, to me, they could have, the way that they use the pheromones on X-23 in the comics, like that trigger scent. Like if she smells that, she goes
right after it, berserk rage.
Lights out. To me, that makes sense.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But to, you know, you smell something and now, oh, I can't kill nobody, or the person who, or not just I can't kill the person who, you know, the other person.
Like that doesn't work sensory wise anyway.
Right.
You smell a pheromone and then it doesn't work sensory wise. I understand what you mean. Yeah.
So that's you know, it is what it is though. What else do I want to talk about in regards to Black Widow? Oh, let's talk about all the stuff we was right and wrong about, man. Okay. I'm gonna let you go first.
Well, you go ahead, because like I said, I haven't seen it all the way through. I know most things, but I know that the swap, the face swap, I know it happened, but not to the degree we thought it was.
It wasn't. It was actually between her and Melina.
Right.
But they showed Yelena, you know, getting her, like they were about to cut into her brain or whatever. So that's what that was about.
Right.
And I guess they did show why she dyed her hair. Because she was on the run.
Yeah.
So I guess that makes sense. Yeah.
It does. But like I said, I feel like it's the way that the story takes place and how it ends.
Yeah.
I feel like it was an incomplete story. Like it was something they changed at the last minute.
Yeah. No. I think, remember we talked reshoots?
Yep.
It was some reshoots done.
Definitely.
It was some reshoots done to try to fit into the current MCU status going forward and everything. Even I was reading an article, the director said it was a lot of stuff that they cut out, especially involving the Red Guardian, right?
Right.
And that lets me know that it was some stuff that they reshot, you know what I'm saying, worked into or worked around to get ready for or to bypass the pandemic and stuff like that.
Right.
What else were we wrong about? We were right about Val showing up and and her recruiting.
Of course.
Yelena, you know what I'm saying? We were right about that. I wish she would have showed up, not just post credits. You know what I'm saying? Like, because we got her post credits with Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Right.
To me, okay, let's do some reshoots and show her. Or for that final act, the end of the final act, she should have showed up and actually did, you know, recruited her, because we didn't see the recruitment go down. As far as we know, Yelena was supposed to, you know, she's getting out of the game. So why would she go and be recruited by,
right?
Well, or let them be recruited when her whole thing was she hasn't been in control, you know, her whole life.
Right.
Because she went into the Red Room at like 6. So that's what she was saying. I haven't had control of my life since, you know what I'm saying, 6 years old, whoop-de-whoop. Now I want my control back.
Of course.
That doesn't, you know what I'm saying, for her to just start working for Shield or whoever, you know what I'm saying, whatever we're calling this entity, makes no sense to me.
I understand. Why would you want to?
Right. Why you just got your freedom back? Why would you want to? Makes no sense. I don't know. Unless you're being an independent contractor. Now, if you're an independent contractor, that's
Then
different.
you do whatever you want, right?
Right. Because they don't control you. You accept the job if you want to or not. But the way that they made it seem like nah.
No, we activating you. Yeah.
This is the job we have for you, and you're taking it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So but like I said, her character, I think big, you know what I'm saying, is gonna play big roles going forward, big part of the story. And I think she's gonna be the opposite of what we got with Scarlett Johansson. This is gonna be a more deadlier, more
Aggressive.
Aggressive, more I don't care. You know what I'm saying, widow than what we got with Natasha and Scarlett Johansson. Now she's played Red Guardian was dope, man. I really enjoyed it, man.
That's one of the characters I keep hearing mixed reviews about.
Look, man, I enjoyed him. I like how he was torn between country duty and being there for the girls. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Even though you didn't get to see it until kind of, the end. You know what I'm saying? But that's, you know what I'm saying? Because to me, he represented, I mean, I don't know. I knew one Russian guy, you know what I'm saying? As far as who I knew was Russian, but how I would view a Russian a Russian agent during the 80s, 90s, living in America as a undercover stuff like that. I don't know. Have you ever seen, I think I asked you before, The Americans?
Yes.
You saw that?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? How they were entrenched in American culture, right?
Right.
But at the same time, they were Russian.
Right.
And they had to do the you know what I'm saying, the things that the Kremlin asked them to do.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And it was kind of the same way with him. Like, he was like, oh, he was so enthralled in being the Red Guardian before he took the job of being undercover. You know what I'm saying? He thought he'd go undercover, get glory.
Right.
And it didn't work out that way.
Right.
They threw him in jail.
Right. Okay.
His own country, you know what I'm saying? Threw him in jail. But like I said, this is spoilers. I ain't trying to give you too much, but so he was torn. He wants to be, you know what I'm saying? He's like, I'm the Red Guardian, man. Like, y'all should, the way that they cheer Captain America over there is, I should be getting that same accolade, but I don't. Why y'all throwing me in jail? You know what I'm saying? Like, right. I gave everything for y'all. But now one thing that I do want to bring up, he talks about fighting Captain America, right? Okay. And the dude was like, what year was this? And he was like, I don't know. I think he said 70s or 80s or something like that. He was like, Captain America was still frozen in the ice. But I think we might be talking.
That went back.
Yeah, we might be talking some variants, man. It might be some because I think he really believed that he fought Captain. You know what I'm saying? Like, he wasn't like making it up.
Right.
At least to my knowledge, I don't think he was making it up. I think he actually was, you know what I'm saying, fought Captain America. Why not? That would be, you know what? I know we said we was gonna say the what if, but that's a what if story.
Oh, right. No doubt about that.
That's a what if story. Give us Red Guardian versus, oh man, that'd be a dope episode. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I don't know if they're gonna do it or not. But to me, that would be a dope what if story. But like I said, I know we're not gonna talk about it tonight. We'll save it. Gonna save that what if for tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, we'll save it for tomorrow.
Because I got some stuff when it comes to that what if, man.
Right.
I know a lot of people love it, but I ain't one of them.
I got some grieves. With it.
I ain't one of them. But shout out, because I think that was Chad's last performance.
Yep.
Yep. Big up Chad. Rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? Much respect to that. But he sounds weird though.
Right.
I guess because he's trying to play off being Star-Lord too.
Right.
So I'm pretty sure that's, you know what I'm saying.
I understand.
What it is. Yep. But nah, man. Overall, like I said, I'm gonna keep it at a 7. I enjoyed the movie. If that movie was never shown, who you know what I'm saying, the MCU wouldn't have suffered at all. Because I think they could have just threw Yelena in anywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
With the quick Red Room backstory, because we already know what the Red Room is. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have to go through sister or being, you know what I'm saying, family with Natasha, whatever. She could have just showed up and it would have been real easy. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
So like I said, whether this movie was made or it wasn't made, didn't make a difference.
Right.
Really didn't. And I don't think it would have made a difference if it would have came out the 2 years earlier when it was supposed to come out.
No.
Just what it probably would have had a little bit more hype behind it. You know what I'm saying? But to me, this was just, they needed, you know what I'm saying? They needed a Black Widow movie. They killed her. They still needed to do a Black Widow movie, so they did it.
They needed a movie to move the narrative forward.
Well, this didn't move the narrative. This was
just as a placeholder, just as filler.
Oh, okay, yeah. This is gonna do exactly what it probably should do, as far as, like you said, a placeholder, jumpstart phase 4, stuff like that. Even though to me phase 4 has already jumped off because of the, like, I think I'm ready for Loki, the final episode of Loki, more so than I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? Then after watching Black Widow, I'm like, okay.
Right.
What's up with Loki?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm feeling, man.
Yeah.
But like I said, not a bad movie. Not a bad movie. It's enjoyable. You might have a love-hate relationship with it. It's not Winter Soldier.
Right.
Like a lot of people was trying to come out and say early reviews. Oh, this is Winter. You know what I'm saying? Them early reviews, stay away from them, man.
Yeah.
Stay away from the early reviews because
that's hype building.
Yeah, that's made. Those are Disney reviewers. It's got to be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's got to be. Right, hype beast. We didn't get a Spider-Man trailer.
Nope.
As we thought we would, but I kind of figured that wasn't gonna come. They're playing that one close to the vest.
Which I don't understand why at this point, unless everybody is wrong.
I think everybody's right, and that's why they won't do it.
Because
they want you to think that you're wrong.
But why at this point?
But think about it. If everybody's saying Maguire's in it, Tom Holland, not Holland, Andrew Garfield, we got William Dafoe, we got Melina, we got Jamie Foxx, you know what I'm saying? We might have Kirsten Dunst in it. It's like all of these people in it, there's nothing from nobody saying, other than Jamie Foxx and Melina. Those are the only ones who said that they're in it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Those are the only ones. And then they got quiet.
Right.
You know, so to me, it's like, I think everybody's right. Even the people who we think is wrong is right. I think I think this movie is going to be super heavily convoluted. But I think it's going to be beautiful. if that makes sense. I think it's going to be a beautifully convoluted piece for everybody. This might be a fanfare movie, and that might be its destruction, or it could be its
saving grace.
Right. You know what I'm saying? But that's how I feel about it. I think they're trying to give too much because this is Spider-Man, and it seems like Spider-Man 3 is
always flop.
Right. It's a curse
because they always try to top the first two.
Right. Hell, it got so bad that Amazing didn't even do a 3, right?
Yeah.
So it seems like the third iteration of a Spider-Man in the trilogy just is.
It's always bananas, like bonkers. Yeah.
It's bananas, and either this time is going to work, or it's just going, you know what I'm saying, going to look bad. And I hate to say it, if it doesn't work this time, they don't need to keep trying to push Spider-Man onto us. Now they just need to make him, I wouldn't say a side character, but a supporting character.
Right.
Because now you've messed up solo Spider-Man.
Right.
Matter of fact, we haven't had a solo Spider-Man. Spider-Man hasn't been solo in none of these movies.
Nope.
He hasn't been solo at all. So We'll see, man. But you know, it's new. It's these new kids. The way that they take in the movie is totally different than how we took in movies back in the day. So
Yep.
you know, who knows? Like I said, it could be the saving grace, or it could totally be the downfall.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Totally be a downfall. But what we at 35? I know you said you gotta go, so
Yeah.
let's hit these chats. Let's see what XR is talking about. Let's see, because we can. Let me see. He says the movie is just a popcorn movie with a huge explosion in action. The plot was weak. Hollywood didn't understand Russian culture. The male villains were dumb, weak losers, and beta. What do you mean by they didn't understand Russian culture? If I might ask. He says the male villains were dumb, weak losers, and beta. There was only one male villain to my
Dreykov.
knowledge, which was Dreykov. And he was just a typical self-centered. Yeah, he was dumb, but I mean, that he was the typical. I don't have superpowers. I control everything from this console. You know what I'm saying? Do a diatribe on why I'm the best villain in the world, even though that's just really buying time for the superhero to, you know what I'm saying, make their move. That's
It was a trope. Sounds like.
yeah, just cliche villainism to me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, let me know. What do you mean by they didn't understand Russian culture? Because it was like what it was, not Rocky and Bullwinkle, Natasha and that old cartoon back in the day,
Boris and Natasha.
Boris and Natasha. That's what he kind of reminded me of. If you know what I'm saying, just like he was too smart for his own good,
Right.
type situation, which makes him dumb. You know. But let's see what else. He says what they did to Taskmaster is unforgivable. They CGI Taskmaster face because it was a dude playing Taskmaster, but then they revealed it was a woman. This movie is pure intersectional feminist. I don't, like I said, man. I don't go looking for cultural agendas. That's so. I'm just throwing that out. I don't go looking for agendas at all. If it is agenda, it's not hurting me. If it is an agenda, it's not hurting me. It's not anything that I can't live with. So that's why I know you always say that we're siding with Disney. We're not siding. Well, me personally, I'm not siding with Disney.
I don't side with it at all either.
Right. If it's a good movie, it's a good movie. My concerns are always about how the character was written, how the story moves forward, stuff like that. That's what I look for in a movie. I don't go looking for agendas. I you know what I'm saying? I don't care what side of the fence. I don't care if you're Republican, Democrat. I don't care if you're right winger, extreme leftist. I don't care. You
It's
know
all
what I'm
about
saying?
the filmmaking.
Right. So for me, it's just strictly about the movie. Because in all actuality, I know agendas are in movies, and I'm cool with that.
That's not anything new.
New, right? It's not nothing new. I'm cool with agendas being in movies. It's filmmaking. Where people make films, and when I say people, I mean people. It's not a robot who doesn't have a soul making movies. These are people. So yes, agendas are going to be in movies. Corporations are ran by people. So a corporation is going to have an agenda other than just making money. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure that's the prime agenda.
Right.
But yeah, agendas are in filmmaking, in movies, and anything that you do. You have an agenda. I have an agenda. You know what I'm saying? Whether I push it to the utmost all the time, that's up to me personally. You know what I'm saying? Or what I can gain from it, or whether or not, if I say to myself, man, if I keep pushing this agenda, my brand is going to suffer.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Disney might not think that their brand is going to suffer from pushing this agenda. I mean, Black Widow's probably going to be maybe $1 billion movie. That means their brand is not suffering. If you get what I'm saying. So
right.
I don't go in looking for agendas. I just really don't care too much about agendas. As far as about Taskmaster being unforgivable, I can understand why, you know what I'm saying, a diehard comic, but I went in expecting, I think his name is Tony Masters, who was the original Taskmaster. The way, you know what I'm saying, they did it was totally not comic book accurate, right?
Mhm.
I know you had an issue with the uniform before, but this is more practical to me. You know what I'm saying? A dude in a skull mask just ain't practical in a military sense. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I get it. I get it. You know what I'm saying? The big reveal being a female, but you know, it is what it is. Also, at the end, Natasha's sister going after Hawkeye is dumb because Widow had a great. Yeah, I totally agree with you. That makes no. Hopefully maybe we'll get some clarification during the Hawkeye TV series.
Mhm.
But yeah, that makes. I'm with you on that, XR. I don't know what.
Right. Because how are they going to tie that into the show?
Like Hawkeye and Black Widow were like best buds. They were probably doing it, you know, at some point in time. He wanted to give his life up for her, and she wanted to give his life up for him. Like,
Right.
She went and saved him when he was Ronin. Like that was her. She took time away from saving the world,
To go
right?
save him.
To
Right.
go save him. So I don't know, man. I'm with you on that, X. I don't get that. Also, they had Black Widow falling from 200 feet in the air, not getting not scratches. Not even Steve Rogers could get away from falls like that. She a super soldier, man.
Mhm.
She gotta be, right?
Saying it without saying it.
Man, look, you XR, you right. Remember when I was just watching Winter Soldier the other day? He jumped out the Traskillian out the elevator, right?
Right.
Landed on the shield. Now he fell, and he's a super soldier, but he still, when he fell, he was a little shaken up. You know what I'm saying? He didn't just fall, roll, and get to moving. And I don't know how many stories that was, but he fell. Then he fell on the roof, slid down that roof, and then he fell again onto a shield. And that's another thing. The shield, even though it's hard metal, it absorbs impact, vibration, and all of that. So if anything, that makes more sense. He fell directly, and he did it on purpose. He fell on the shield. She just fell. You know what I'm saying? She fell, did the superhero pose and everything. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. He says, bro, you always have to shield and agree with Disney, don't you? No, like I said, man, I just don't go in looking for agendas. I just don't go in looking for agendas. If it's funny, it's funny. If it's good action, it's good action. If it's written well, it's written well. Agendas are agendas. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I put XR, it could be because I go in totally objective, right? It could be a white supremacist movie written by a white supremacist, detailing why they're white supremacists, right? Some people might not go. Some people already turned that movie off. Me, I go in and watch it and be like, oh, that was a pretty good movie. You know, I don't have to agree with white supremacy to say whether it was not a good movie or not. You know what I'm saying? And that's taking it to the extreme. I know, you know what I'm saying? I might get looked at side-eye, but that's just taking it to the extreme. But I don't, you know what I'm saying? It's some people tell stories about what they want to tell, and it's an agenda behind it. That don't mean they didn't tell a good story. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I could be like, oh, damn, that was a good story, but bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I can call bullshit. Doesn't mean it was a good story or wasn't a good story. And that's how I go in. You know what I'm saying? Just strictly there for the facts, man. Watching the movie, stuff like that. Like you bringing up not being comic book accurate. Now that's something, you know what I'm saying, we could talk about. But when we start throwing political agendas attached to it, feminism, stuff like that, you know what I'm saying?
Not looking for that.
Yeah, I'm not looking for that.
If you want that, you'll watch the news.
Right. I'm not looking. Now, it's sometimes to where that movie is about that.
Yeah.
Right. It's a movie about feminism, but that's what the movie's about. You know what I'm saying? It's about feminism or racism or pushing a black agenda, showing diversity. It's movies, and you can see that from the trailers, and they'll come out and tell you, oh no, we're trying to push diversity. We got an Asian guy, we got a guy from the Philippines, you know, I'm sorry, not the Philippines, but from Micronesia. We got a white guy, we got a black guy, we got a Mexican, you know what I'm saying? Like we got the whole rainbow coalition of races and social backgrounds in this movie. And they'll let you know during the whole before the movie even comes out.
Right.
You will hear all that. You know what I'm saying? But Black Widow is a Marvel movie about Black Widow, who happens to be female. So I'm looking, you know what I'm saying? Why wouldn't there be pro-female stuff in a female movie? So, and XR, and that's what I mean. Like, what are you know what I'm saying? When you say feminist, like, what do you expect from this movie? Do you expect her to just get on her knees and be like, every man in the room, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm here to serve. What are you looking for when in a Black Widow movie? All right. You got time for let me finish up?
Yeah, give me another minute. Yeah.
Okay. He said it's definitely feminist agenda. Scarlett Johansson says the movie is not for men. Also, it wasn't a woman playing Taskmaster. It was a dude. Look it up. No, of course it was a dude playing Taskmaster. That's the whole thing behind it. Like, that was the twist. So we're going to have a dude play Taskmaster, and then when you take the helmet off, it's a female. Yeah, duh. Like, that makes sense to me. I need a big, hulking, tall guy walk around as Task, because remember, nobody was supposed to know the Taskmaster was a female. So yeah, I'm gonna have a male playing Taskmaster, and then when the mask comes off, oh shit, a female. Like, that makes sense to me. That I would do that if I'm making a movie. How about you, Cole?
It's a twist,
right? How else am I supposed to get the twist off if I gotta? Because a female moves like a female, right?
Right.
People know who the Taskmaster, for the most part, we know who Taskmaster is. A dude.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I push that, then helmet comes off as a female, but like, oh shit, that's dope. To me anyway.
Right. It's a twist.
It's a twist. Let me see. He says the movies are worse than Captain Marvel, Thor, The Dark World. It's on par. I think it's a little bit better than Thor Dark World. I liked Captain Marvel. I know you didn't. He says that's not even Taskmaster. His powers are delivered from Iron Man tech. No, that was not Iron Man tech. They specifically said it was not Iron Man tech. They specifically said that. The reason why Black Widow could all the super soldier stuff because all women are strong. You got an agenda.
Sounds that way.
You got an agenda, my guy. All right. He says, "Did you see the Black Adam suit from the back? Shit looks." I haven't seen it. I saw the news come out.
A picture of it. Yeah.
You saw it? I haven't seen it. XR, but man, this whole weekend I've been in the middle of nowhere doing some baseball stuff. That's why I didn't do Thursday and Friday, because I had to hit the road, stuff like that. So but yeah, I'm gonna go back and catch up on some stuff. It's some stuff that I'm missing out on. He said the MCU has no depth and soul anymore. It's more like a Fast and Furious movie or a Transformers movie. I'll give you that one. This was Fast and Furious like. I will give you that. He said, "Did you hear about Tobey Maguire's stunt double doing stunts for No Way Home?" But that's what I'm saying. See, like who's saying this? Right?
Right.
Who's telling us
where does it all come from? Yeah.
Right. Who's telling us Tobey Maguire's stunt double is doing stunts for No Way Home? Who did that come from? Was that an official Marvel producer or that just me and Kobe telling you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Who's coming out with this stuff? And we haven't had anything confirmed by Tobey Maguire. We haven't had anything. Go ahead.
Hear Daniel Rickman's name a lot, but what does he calls himself an industry insider, but he guesses most of the time.
Right. And he'll tell you he was, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Nah, I'm just because he'll say that he likes to just not Daniel Rickman, I'm sorry, I'm thinking Murphy, Charles Murphy. Murphy, I know he likes to play with the people. You know what I'm saying? Like some of the shit he might say be wrong or whatever, but it's just because he likes to troll sometimes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And Daniel Rickman could be the same way.
Very true.
You know, he says, I think the trailer will drop with Shang-Chi. That'll be when does Shang-Chi come out? Is that this summer? August?
August or September. I can't remember which one. Yeah.
I mean, that's not a bad bet. I tell you that. Not a bad bet. I heard that there's going to be some train scenes like in Spider-Man 2. They always do. They always do scenes like that, you know, showing the strength of Spider-Man, also the strength of his webs, and kind of to move on from
Right.
that scene. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Give us. I mean, they can still show us how strong Spider-Man is and the webs, but just show it, you know, in a different way. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He says this movie is for Normans who don't know who Taskmaster is. I just think they're you know what I'm saying? I just think they're rewriting. And I heard somebody come out, because another person who was kind of not necessarily disappointed in it, but kind of looked at it in a way that they were hoping it was Tony Masters instead of what we got. And but he was like, remember they said the Taskmaster protocol, so they could be multiple type of Taskmaster situations out there, or Tony Masters could actually be out there and be the real Taskmaster, and they took this protocol from him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's a stretch, but it's not a stretch because Marvel likes to do things like that. So I don't know. He says Black Widow might make $1 billion because today's fans are Normans with no standard and hungry for escapism. But that's everybody. That's to me. I was talking to some comic book people today who had seen the movie, and these wasn't Normans. I was in the comic book shop, and they like, because I had just I stepped out of the movies. I went over to Coliseum Comics, and I should have went over there yesterday. Rob Liefeld was there, so I missed out on that.
Right.
Yeah, I missed out on it, but they were like, man, this is a good, you know what I'm saying? They were like, this is a good, they really enjoyed it. They was talking about it, talking about how good it was, and they liked the twist of the Taskmaster. You know what I'm saying? Not normies. These were some guys that I was like, they might be able to, you know what I'm saying, go toe to toe with some real comic book aficionados out there. You know what I'm saying? Like these were some comic book guys, man. One female, she was like, she really enjoyed it. She really enjoyed it. And she was breaking down Black Widow and Yelena to this one dude, and you know who they were, why who they were in the comics versus who they are in the MCU.
In the movies, right?
Yeah, I don't think it's just normies, my guy. I don't think it's just normies. He said, I'm just mad that they did Taskmaster. Why they couldn't use another female villain? Why gender swap Taskmaster? It definitely disrespected the character. Why disrespect though? Why do you think it's disrespect that they did a gender swap? Because this, you know what? This goes back. This goes back, and I know Kobe's got to go, but this goes back to my Black Panther argument, right? A lot of people are saying, "Oh, it's just a mantle. Shuri can get it. We can have a movie with Shuri as the Black Panther." But then, you know what I'm saying? It's not, and I'm not trying to call you out or anything, XR, but it's people out there who get mad about a gender swap Taskmaster, right? I mean, he didn't.
Yeah.
This female Taskmaster didn't do anything differently than if it would have been a male Taskmaster. It just would have been a man. He still would have probably had a chip in the back of his, you know what I'm saying, to explain his powers. They still would have did him that same way. So whether he was a male or a female, they still would have did it the same way. Yes, the female twist was because it was a female movie. I totally understand that, and don't have two shits to really care. Why, you know what I'm saying? Why? I know why they made it a female.
Right.
I would have probably made it a female. I would have been sitting there like, you know what? Let's turn Taskmaster to a female. And if it was me and you, X, on was writing this movie, you probably be like, nah, that's wrong. And you know what I'm saying? We could have tried it your way, because I'm pretty sure when they do these movies, they shoot multiple scenes. It might be a male Taskmaster out there. You know what I'm saying? It might not be a scene where there's a twist and it's a female Taskmaster.
The original leak that I read said that it wasn't a female; it was Rick Mason. That was Taskmaster.
See?
That was the original leak. So I'm assuming that leak might have been right, and they reshot the movie,
right,
and had two versions and tested it and said, "Hey, this is the one we want to go with."
Right. Because I'm gonna tell you this too, XR. These movies, before they come out, they screen them.
Yep.
With audiences.
Yep.
To see whether people like them or not. They get a group. Matter of fact, they go from state to state and they screen them. Not final product. or they screen scenes and stuff like that to see. They do test. They test them out to see if this character work, does that character work. That's how you get insiders. That's another way you get insiders. Also, is you know what I'm saying, because they do things like that. So whoever they screen with, the data shows that this was the more favorable outcome than having a male Taskmaster. You know what I'm saying? So he says Cosmic Wonder was talking about that. He says he has some insiders. Yeah, Cosmic Wonder. Cosmic Wonder's cool. I like Cosmic Wonder. He's that's the British guy, right? He's I like him because he's funny, and he doesn't necessarily take himself serious, even though he does have good insiders, but he doesn't necessarily take himself serious. So I like Cosmic Wonder. So, but yeah, man, I enjoyed the movie. I really enjoyed it. It was I agree with you. It was a popcorn film. It didn't do anything for the MCU. I'm gonna continue saying that. Didn't do anything for the MCU, but you know, they had already filmed it. It was a product content that they had to put out. I think, and I said this to a homeboy of mine earlier. I said they could have just gave us this during the pandemic, charged $30 or whatever on Disney Plus, and called it a day. I think the results would have been the same. I think they would have made the money, but I don't think that they wanted to sour their relationship with certain movie theaters and stuff like that, or even the actors and actresses in this movie. So I respect that, but to me, the outcome would have been the same, whether they releasing it now in theaters or them doing it on Disney Plus. So, yep. He says, "Did you hear about Batman having more reshoots? I hope they don't ruin the movie." This movie was doomed to fail from the beginning. Starting back with Ben Affleck, right? Ben not being in it, then them not letting him direct, or them not letting him direct, then him not being in it, them getting Robert Pattinson and him not, what's the director? Shit. Matt Reeves, Robert Pattinson, seems like they're not getting along. I saw the reshoots. Movie, honestly, I want it to be a good movie. Like, I'm with you. I hope they don't ruin the movie, but I just think this is doomed to fail, man. It's just doomed to fail because DC can't get out of their own way. They can't get out of their own way. Warner Brothers, what the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? So this is going to end up, and Kobe thinks it's going to be canned. It might be canned. You know what I'm saying? They might just throw this into the vault and never release it, because I think this is just doomed from the beginning. Doomed from the beginning. Yep. Last one, XR. I'm hyped for Shang-Chi because I love martial arts. Yeah, I'm hyped for it too, man. I think Shang-Chi is going to be that. I think it's going to be that sleeper movie. I'm gonna put it to you like that. I think it's going to be a sleeper movie. I think Marvel's going to have one on their hands, and I think they're going to right the ship with Eternals and Shang-Chi. I do believe that. But it is going to be it's going to be some things that you're not going to like too, XR. I'm going to just tell you that right now. The martial arts is going to be dope, but as far as storyline goes, I don't know how much Shang-Chi lore you know. It's going to be a lot of things that they're going to be changing around. I'm already kind of disappointed in the what's his name? The dragon. And why I can't think of his name right now. Damn, I can't think of the dragon's name. But either way, it'll come to me. Stuff like that, right? And then you even brought up, I don't know if it was you or Kobe, about them doing, what is it? Iron Fist and making him Asian. Like, that makes no sense. We already got an Asian Iron Fist, which is Shang-Chi. You know what I'm saying? We got that already. So I'm with you, man. I'm with you. He says WB loves to interrupt their directors. Yeah, but is this a Matt Reeves issue? Is this a Robert Pattinson issue? Or is this just a studio issue? I just think they need to, I don't know, maybe they need to start their own DC film division because, you know, like how Marvel has Marvel Studios, they need to have DC Studios. They need to appoint somebody to be the head of DC Studios, then get the producers needed, then start bringing in the talent, stuff like that. Because right now, they're dire straits over there. The only thing that I'm really looking forward to, I mean, I'm looking forward to the Flash, but is Black Adam. I think Black Adam, because The Rock will have his shit together, and The Rock loves this character. He wants to do right by this character, and and to him, it's like WB be damned. I'm The Rock. You know what I'm saying? I'm Hollywood's leading man. Y'all gonna let me do this as I need to do it, and I'm gonna get the fans what they want. WB, DC, y'all be damned. Y'all go sit in the corner over there. That's what I think is gonna happen when it comes to the stuff that he's producing and putting out. And maybe he just needs to take over all of DC. You know what I'm saying? Depending on how this Black Adam movie does, they might just need to let The Rock just take full unadulterated control of DC side of things when it comes to Warner Brothers. So, yep. It says, you're right about DC. They need their own studio. Aren't you hyped for Static Shock? Yeah, I mean, you know, I am hyped for Static Shock. I am, but I haven't heard too much about it other than I know Michael B. Jordan's producing it, but I haven't heard too much about it. So until the buzz starts coming up a little bit more and I see a little bit more of what's going on, the machinations behind Static Shock, then, you know what I'm saying, I can get a little bit more hype for it. But yeah, I think I'm you know, Static Shock is always dope, man. Always dope. But I'm gonna wrap it up, man. I'm gonna wrap it up. That's a smooth hour. We only went over 2 minutes. XR, appreciate you always is joining in. And talking that talk that you talk, man. I'm gonna tell you, XR, I appreciate you coming in for real, man. And I do owe you an apology. You said that the Taskmaster was underwhelming. I'm gonna say not underwhelming, different. What was to me, the movie was underwhelming. So that's why I give you that apology. This movie was underwhelming. It was some elements that stood out that were good, and there were some elements that just failed to service my needs when it comes to watching this movie. But I owe you an apology, man. I apologize for you and or to you, I'm sorry. And yeah, one last, you know what I'm saying, to harp back on me. I just don't look for agendas, man. I go into a movie to watch a movie and stuff like that. So, but yeah, that's it, man. Yep, all day. So that's the show. I appreciate everybody joining in. Remember, if you want to support the channel, you can donate at the Cash App, Bluminati, or you can go to www.buymeacoffee.com/blueshouse and donate there. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Excuse me, thought I had to sneeze. And you ain't got to go home, but you know the rest. Got to get the hell up out of here, man. Peace. Really enjoyed y'all. Oh.
Sunny Beats.